There's one in here. It's really, really cute. It's so tiny and fresh. Look at it. Look how it popped back up. So these are my geraniums that I started from seed. I believe the package said white rose, and it was a seed I've had for a while, but I went... All right, you caught me. I'm sitting in my chair today, but that's because we are busy doing a little bit of transplanting with some of the seedlings that I started about a month ago, roughly. And originally these geraniums started out in my little dome. I call these my little dome seed starter setups here, and this is actually a Zenzei tomato. It's doing really well out here. I just brought it out. In fact, it's got some new growth on it, and because we're still getting to about 47, 46 at night out here in the dome, I have been leaving the little lid on it to kind of help keep more heat in there, but that's a whole nother video. The geraniums I'm working on today actually were started in this same type of setup with seed starter mix, and I had them on heat mats with a light over it inside the house where they would stay nice and warm, because the soil needs to be I think the geraniums are like 75-80 degree temperature for that seed to germinate in the soil. After that, I moved it off the heat lamps or heat mats and ended up transplanting them into these little well, it's not super little, but I thought I could just move them over to this, which I did. But today what I'm going to work on are these geraniums who are struggling just a little. I'm not sure if it was they are just trying to get used to the new conditions, and this is potting soil mixed with a little bit of the seed starter mix rather than just the seed mix. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm happy because there is some new growth here, so that's exciting. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I am going to carefully move these into these little containers. Now this container is about, I don't know, this is like a little over 2 inch, not quite 3 inch wide, close to 3 inch deep container with awesome drainage on the bottom. I love these little containers. These are new for me. I'll leave a link if you're interested in checking these out. These are awesome. I use these for quite a few different plants in here, including succulents and so on. So today the geraniums are going to get moved into here, and I'm going to monitor them as close as I can, and they're going to stay in here until it is time to move to the larger container that they will be growing in for the summer. Or some of these actually I may end up putting in window boxes and maybe even in my raised bed. We'll see. Definitely if all of them live, I'll have a few extra I can give to some friends, so that's exciting. And all right, so here's how we're going to do that. All right, so I'm using the new little containers, and there's just some basic potting soil in each container. Not all the way filled to the top, just leave a little headroom there. My tool today is this handy dandy plastic knife. What a great way to recycle. This is actually from Panera. They always give us a few of these when you order your bagel with cream cheese, and these are awesome. It's very flexible, and I love it, and I've been using it all season out here and in the house to seed start. You can easily get the knife just down in to kind of loosen the soil to get that little seedling loose, so the seedling hopefully will hold on as much root starter or seed starter mix as possible, because you don't want to disturb the roots too much. These poor little guys have been under a little bit of stress with the moving and all that. So just kind of loosen it up a bit before we end up moving it over. Just kind of moving this about. And I'm going to carefully try to remove as much as I can without disturbing the root system on that too much. I've got the new little containers right here. And what we're going to do is just poke a little hole in there and carefully move this seedling over. just like that. Try not to mess up that too much. And there it is. That's it. This is just a nice potting soil, just a basic potting soil. And there she is. So I'm going to do this with the rest of them and put them in a tray to be watered. All right, there they are. I've got them in their nice little container. I kind of misted them a little and put a little water in the bottom. I am going to put the lid, the little dome lid on this just to protect it. We're supposed to get down pretty cool tonight. But I'm going to sit it on a shelf right over here by, I've got some other flowers coming up that are spring flowers, the freesia. Look at it, it's coming up nice. I have a video on how I started those. And this I'm really excited about. I always slaughter the name, but they look like little spring roses. Ranunculus, I think they're called. And there they are. So stay tuned. We'll see how these do. I've got the vents open just to get some air in there. I'm going to check on those tomorrow just to make sure they're not getting too hot if we have a full sun day. They are somewhat shaded where they're at right here for the most part, but they are getting a lot of direct sun, which can be a good thing though for geraniums. I have some other older geraniums up here that are coming back from last year, and they're getting some pretty good sun up here and doing quite well. So we'll just keep an eye on those and see how they do in the next 12 hours. So stay tuned. All right, so I must say, if you have never grown a annual or a perennial flower from seed, you need to give it a try. You may be quite successful at it, you may not, but I will tell you, it will give you a whole new perspective on the horticulture industry when you go into a garden center next time, or you go pick your next bundle of roses, because kudos to them. It can be challenging. And who knows, it may just be your thing. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out for the day. Thank you for checking out my video here. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, please, if you're watching this on YouTube. And of course, you can find all the different products that I've mentioned today and the seeds that I'm growing and other really cool creative living and growing ideas on my website at brenhaas.com. I hope to see you there.